What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Piles Customs Garage. Sorry for the loud noise. It's the Bauer heater we have. A new addition to the shop from Hobo Freight. Go get you one. But welcome to another episode. We got the Fairlane in, Mustang's out, thank goodness. Today we are going to be dropping the front suspension and basically prepping this engine bay for its replacement panels. By replacement panels, I mean this lower radiator brace. Got a new one because it's all cruddy right there. And the front frame rail, since it's shot. Yeah, I don't even need to explain myself. That's disgusting. I do want to state, I knew that this was the condition the car was in. It's just kind of, once you start taking everything off, like, wow, it's pretty bad. I knew that from the beginning. Should make that myself clear on that. I knew what I was getting myself into, 100%. Enough talking, let's get these wheels and tires off. Oh, before I'm gonna talk a little more. Right now, the car is on these new Harbor Freight pinch wheel dollies. I posted a reel about how I had them set up and whatnot, and how to use them. So if you haven't already, go check that out. Reel. I posted an Instagram reel, 428.wheel if you wanna follow me. I also posted a short on YouTube. I forget YouTube calls them that. So if you wanna see that on this app as well, go check it out. Yeah, the entire car is being held by these dollies. Not even touching the ground. Pretty neat. Let's get these suckers off and let's get to the brakes. Let's try to get those drum brakes off in one piece. I got the tire off, kind of been thrashing on the brakes. There's 4 bolts holding the entire drum assembly to the actual spindle. I took the nuts off pretty easily. I cut that line because my disc brake kit came with new lines. So basically, theoretically, I should just be able to hammer this thing off. Now, the only thing keeping it on is probably just a bearing. The bearing's probably seized on the spindle, but we'll see what happens. Jeez Louise. Goodness. Probably should check that first. Had a brain fart moment. There's probably a nut right there. And there was. That's probably why it didn't come off. Much better. Much better. So time just to repeat everything I just did without the hammering on this side. We had a little fire. Dad got the bottom one off. Did you take the car pin out?
Yeah.
You got it out?
Huh?
All right, now I got that tie rod off the knuckle or spindle. I'm trying to get this castle nut off, take that spindle out, then do the other side, and just keep doing side by side. Okay, so we're back at Sketch Central. Somehow we're going to try to remove the lower control arm to get the spindle out without the spring coming out and flying, and it'd be a death trap. We've already tried a McPherson strut spring compressor and it did not work. Stupid fly. So I'm going to leave the shock inside. I'm not going to touch the shock, like top bolts or bottom bolts, because once I remove the lower control arm, and the spindle, the top or the upper control arm is probably going to drop a little bit. But if the spring loses tension, it won't go anywhere because the shock's still in the middle. So,
and the upper control arm's only going to go down as far as the shock will
exactly
allow it to go.
So now once you get there, that's a whole different story. But and the upper control arm is these two bolts right here. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm saving from this.
I thought you said it was coming from the spindle.
No, I never said that.
hitting the. Maybe hitting the. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, you're about to witness something very sketchy. Just in case the spring flies out, we have our fire extinguisher. Safety first.
So let's put it up out of reach where neither of us can get to it.
Right there. So we can't get the spindle off. The threads for the ball joints, they're friction welded in almost. So the lower control arm is completely free, besides that one strut rod holding in. There's 2 bolts for the upper control arm. So we're gonna take the 2 bolts out. Just gotta see what happens. I don't really know what's gonna happen, but I know both of us are gonna stay on this side of the car. So hopefully nothing happens. This is our safety device. There's a reason I'm not filming right now. I'm just kind of progress. If this goes well, I'll film the other side. But right now, no. So we kind of made it super sketchy. Right now, nothing's mounted. That's just straight tension holding it in. So instead of blowing a compressor out or something like that, or blowing one of our heads off, we ordered the correct tool. Got the spring compressor in. We're working on the driver's side because we kind of goofed up on the passenger side. I'm not even gonna explain how we goofed up, just we goofed up. But trying to get the tie rod off of the, not knuckle, spindle. Sorry, brain fart. I chiseled some of the mud and stuff off right there yesterday, and it's actually pitted, so it has some kind of deep rust. So I'm probably gonna order new spindles just to be safe. I'm gonna go get the fire extinguisher just in case. "5-in-1" fire extinguisher. So as you see, we bought a torch kit. Spring compressor didn't really work in our favor for the Fairlane, so we're gonna try an acetylene torch and see if that does anything, and hopefully we don't set anything else on fire. We did get this torch kit from Hoa Freight. Hopefully their quality isn't the same on torch kits like it is their jack stands, because that would be a big oof.
Well,
You can't tell. So it's time to put the torch to the test. Cut these springs. This is like a month-long video, if you couldn't tell by all the different outfits and every single clip. We finally got the right tool for the right job, or the wrong tool for the wrong job. I don't know. We've tried multiple ways, so we went to last resort. The spring's gonna come out if it's liquid hot. We saw this on YouTube once or twice in TV, and they made it look easy. So why can't we do it, right, Dad?
exactly.
I need to get fire extinguisher. Our portable one. Because I'm sure this will make a lot less of a mess than that regular one.
Yeah, we're not gonna catch anything on fire.
Well, you said that last time when you were trying to take the tie rod out and boom, fire. Well, you look phenomenal.
I feel like what was the guy's name on Despicable Me?
Oh, the
guy.
Oh,
The professor.
Dr. Nefario.
Yes.
I don't know why I know that, but or you look like Hellboy with his goggles.
Yeah. Well, I feel more like Dr. Nefario.
Yeah, because you're old, and Hellboy's actually big and buff.
Oh wow. Okay.
To warn him, and fast!
I didn't get that on video, but I was just kind of touching the upper part of the coil spring to see how loose it was, and it just pulled out since everything wasn't hooked up. So glad I got that out of the way. So yeah, torch 1, Fairlane coil spring 0. The other side should go easier since the shock's not there. We were trying to be careful with the shock. You don't want to hit the shock and, you know, get oil in it, or let the oil from the shock get into the flame or whatnot. But if anybody wants some slightly used coil springs for sale, they're already custom lowered too.
Oh yeah, that's at least a 4-inch lower.
Oh, a 4-inch drop for sure. Yeah. Oh, and if anybody wants some upper control arms, definitely haven't seen any abuse or spindles. So we're going to do the driver side now. This side's a little different. So nothing is bolted up, or nothing's unbolted. Everything's still intact. So maybe I would assume this sucker's on a little more tension than that side. Plus the shock's out on this one. The shock was still in that one. So we'll see how this one goes. Hopefully nothing. If it does explode or shoot out, I'd rather shoot out this way than that way, because as you can see, the air compressor was right directly across from it. So we should have a wall and English wheel press, something like that. So that'll stop it.
I would do this from the inside.
Good point. Who needs a tractor, right? Hopefully these things don't come off the pinch wheel dollies. Yeah, buddy. Nice. Got the e-brake attached. Speaking of e-brake, Dad, you know your e-brake's still not hooked up on your Mustang?
Yep.
I thought about that last night. Gonna power wash this thing. A little bit flash rushed, but these dollies are pretty awesome. I was kind of worried that pulling on them, the car may slide on the dolly, but they didn't at all. Nice. Absolutely nice. Man, oh man, shining up real good. And the sun's shining. Ah, the sun is a paid actor. Wow. Man, I see this red in the sunlight. I'm like, dude, that looks so good. The white top, the black wheels. But red, that's like orangish. That's kind of like, that's jalapeno red, but it's faded, so it looks kind of orange. Red, and then cherry's red. So I'm done with the red. But man, it does look good. I cannot wait to paint the entire car Wimbledon white. But on the other hand, I'm glad to see all the metal cleaned up. Got a lot of mud still caked in there, but I have a pretty good idea on how I'm gonna get this factory insulation or undercoating or whatnot off. I got an air chisel, or like air scraper actually, and it worked pretty well. I tried it on a couple spots, so need to get some new of the I forget the call. It's like the rubber pieces. They're kind of seal the fender in and stuff. So, but the torque boxes look really good. Those are usually completely rusted out, so I'm glad those look good. There's still the iffy part, but that's all getting fixed soon. It actually cleans up pretty nice. Real nice. You know, if it's going to be sitting for a while, I at least want it to look pretty. You know what I mean? That is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know, like I said earlier, it's been kind of like a long time filming this video, but I'm very happy that we got the coil springs out. I was getting a little discouraged at one point, but I'm glad they're out. I'm glad it's clean and everything. It's going to be sitting for a little bit. We got to work on, where is it? The Fox for a little bit. I may or may not have broke it, so that's going to be a fun video. Then, like I said, we got the tractor right there. That's going to be an upcoming video. That's going to be fun, so stay on the lookout for that one. But we've got a couple projects I need to get done first before I can start really diving into the metal work of this. Probably beginning to mid-February, I guess we could start diving into that. So I do have an official deadline at the Gathering of the Rock. That's in Oklahoma, a little north of Tulsa. It is October 12th of this year. So that is my deadline for the car to be completely done. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not, but we'll see what the summer holds. The summer may be grinding every single night out, but my plan is to get the front end metalwork done, get the engine bay painted black and stuff, get the new suspension parts all on, then hopefully around like springtime, springish, summerish, beginning of summer, send this thing off to get painted. And once it gets painted, motor can get dropped in. I'll probably run the motor on an engine run stand just to test everything out. That way everything checks off, I can just drop it in the motor, drop it in the car, call it a day. So that's kind of where we stand for that. But like I said, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel. I know I say that every single video, but I am constantly getting support by the day almost. Always new subscribers, comments and stuff. So I really do appreciate it. I know I got a lot of Fairlane guys watching this, and if you are from the Facebook groups that I post in, I know I post a lot, but I just love sharing my passion with y'all, and I love seeing all y'all post in the Facebook group. So thank y'all so much for tagging along in the build. That's gonna wrap it up. Hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.